Greetings, you of the YouTube. It's a cold evening in December. I have a cup of tea. But more importantly, we have Lego stuff to open. It's actually been a good few weeks since since I was talking about my Lego stuff that I picked up, because I had some free stuff. From the big haul because of certain, stuff I get from doing Twitch and whatnot, and the channel things people having out. Yeah, it's actually been a while since I first picked this up, because winter takes it out of me. I don't know if it takes it out of you guys. So we've got some pretty large plates here, actually, some good lavender sized plates. I'll also use them to make, I should use these to make a decent, building tower as well, maybe. Have a sort of room for some description. Oh, that's the, yeah, you see the sticker sheet? You saw the sticker sheet, right? So we've got a bunch of stickers. Yay. Got some parts. Lots of parts. A large white piece. And of course, a sizable instruction manual. Like that. So, right off the bat, I'm going to probably use most of the stickers and build it for the review. There are certain things that I'm probably going to do for the final product. So, for example, I'm probably not going to use the baguette thing in the end. I'm probably going to place it might build like a big burger or something instead of a baguette or sub. I might not use the Employee of the Month sticker because mini dolls don't exist in my universe, just because I don't like mini dolls. Nothing against mini dolls, they just don't look right from a Lego perspective. They look a bit odd compared to having actual minifigs. I feel like you have to kind of have one or the other, really, because they look so jarringly different from each other. They almost look like different species of humanoids, honestly. But a lot of those elements I will definitely use. And there will be some minifigures that Lego has to produce that I will definitely be using instead of the characters here, but as well as. So we'll have some sort of, some standard employee type people. And we'll also have some other minifigures that I will show you at the end. But I will find the mini dolls, and I will still do this per review, and I'll get back to you on that. So we've got our first couple of minifigures here. We have, hold up, instruction manual to say it, but this sort of character here, which has like an Asian sort of skin tone, I think. She has a slightly darker skinned, or maybe she's, yeah, she's sort of like, it's cool. So I think that this is the hat hair piece for the skateboarding kind of thing. Those are like the few things I actually like about the mini dolls in these sets, is that they have interesting headpieces. So I don't know the names of any of these characters. So that's Lian. But she also seems to have an alternate hairpiece. Yeah, so she also has an alternate hairpiece here, which is the traditional, I think like a Chinese bun kind of, sort of an oriental, like a Far Eastern bun kind of hairstyle. Might have also been used in like Mulan or something at one point, I don't know. But again, it's used to have more sort of female hairpieces that are also just interesting. In that terms, and especially like hat hair pieces are just phenomenally good, because with a lot of like minifigure centered Lego hair pieces, it's like, yeah, it's either one or the other, not both, unless you've got like a collectible minifigure series minifigure. And then we have the other character who is called, and we'll check. This is Aaliyah. Again, kind of a cool minifigure. It's always nice to have like, decent representation of skin colors in Lego sets, and particularly in hairstyles that are, like this kind of braided, almost feminine dreadlock style hair, which you could also use in a guy. Probably, I mean, I've seen guys like, with that same kind of style of hair. It's cool, and it's just nice to see good, decent hairstyle, particularly like not white centered hairstyles that are just to add to the diversity of a city. It's just cool. Lego's come a long way, But it would be nice to see more non-specifically yellowed characters, like, you know, the traditional minifig yellow characters in actual Lego sets. For City, particularly. I know the whole thing is like, oh yeah, every character has to go a yellow head and whatnot, but like, I don't know. They also have a little cat. We like cats. A little pushkin. Little pushkin. Little pushkin. He's a little cat. Hold on. There we go. Get some focusing on this cat. Cat. Doll. Feck. This little cat toe. There you go. You can see a little bit better now. Cat. Yeah. A little tiny kitten. Which goes into like a kind of, almost the lore of this set. Like the lost cat. There's like a lost cat poster. And the cat's right outside. There's also actually a map here. Oh, I'm trying to... I've got all the other, like, bags on my lap. But you can see this map here in the instructions. So it says, like, where the characters' houses are in Hard Lake City compared to where we are, the diner. That's interesting. A little bit of actual, like, lore. And you can actually see that the Heart Lake City is, in fact, kind of like, there's a big, almost like, river going around most of it. I would assume there's, like, little, like, gaps in there. You can kind of see them in places. There's like little green sort of gapping over bits between the water, which I would assume to be bridges, probably. That's kind of cool. Yeah. And there is like a heart lake in the center. This is near the lakeside, I guess. Which is, I guess, odd if like, because you'd think that a lake would be in a very urban part of town. But we're gonna start building this, and we will continue the review after then. And we're back. So we have a few revisions. For starters, I have the torso throwing around on this character. But I want to mention the skateboard with blue wheels is interesting. We've seen this the green board, I think, before, particularly, I think, on the Bart Simpson sort of minifigs. The 5-cent coin, or the 5, like, whatever denomination coin, we've seen various versions of. It's not really that important. There is sort of a couple of pens here, which are very nice. The kind of highlighters, kind of useful artist stuff. Got this sort of stickered, I guess, horse file sheet or something. Or maybe it's just a notebook. Maybe it's even an art book, necessarily. This person likes horses. That's something usable, at least. But we have the first few elements. We have the main sort of diner table, which has, I don't know, that's like a tissue dispenser, or like, I don't know what that's supposed to be, actually. The sandwich is kind of obvious, and the diner chairs are very cool and interesting. I'd likely replace this, though, with a burger, similar to the burger build, something like the Scooby-Doo stuff, the classic more. Because I feel like when you think diner, you don't think kind of like salad sandwiches. You think burgers, you think fries, you think pizza, that kind of thing. So this will be replaced by like other more junk food oriented things, and I'll have like, this will go in the cat cafe. I think I will use this sandwich in the cat cafe, or maybe one of the residents will have it. Or maybe I'll try and build a Subway sandwich shop or something, or whatever the similar kind of equivalency is in Japan. I really want to make sure this is very Americanized, come and have American burger kind of thing. Because again, in like a Neo Japan setting, they'd absolutely do that. I mean, they have this whole thing with I mean, it's December, so it's like, yes, come and have Christmas at KFC. It's what Americans have, is it? They kind of slightly misinterpret American culture a bit, and it's kind of funny. Which is fine. But a few other elements. This is really cool. So we have a jukebox kind of looking thing. Very nice. I might make this, I think this is a bit small, actually. I feel like a jukebox would be slightly bigger than that. But that it functions as a jukebox. And we have a little, get the eggs in the chicken basket arcade game. It's cool. I think it's a bit of a weird arcade game concept. But it's fine, I guess. I'd like to probably replace it with a more custom sticker. Maybe I can like get a Galaga sticker of the same thing. Maybe even like get the, maybe try and do some custom stickers for it. Maybe even build it out a bit more, give it some walls or something. Because again, this feels a bit thin. Yeah, but and with this as well, I'd like to replace sort of some of these sort of like, the coral is fine. I'd probably replace the sort of dark turquoise with more sort of red or something, or black backing. Different colors. The lavender is also like a bit, I'm not too sold on it as a color choice for a diner. I get it's kind of the Friends color scheme, but this is a diner. Yeah, right, it's fine. It's a cool build. I don't mind it. And you do get another dustbin. I like getting more trash cans for the city, even though I feel like this is more sort of an outdoorsy kind of trash can, or more for a home kind of trash can when you think about it. As when you think about like trash cans out in the city, you kind of think of those ones where you don't have to lift open a lid. You just go, there's a slot on all four sides, and you just go blump. I'm not quite sure how to build something like that, though, to be honest. Some advice would be cool. Thanks. But these are fine for like businesses, perhaps, or houses, or whatever. It's better to have some weird dustbins, though, than none at all. So I don't know. Anyway, I am spiraling into rambling territory. We do have some sort of leftover small pieces, which are always handy. But we'll go on to bag 2 now. See you guys in bag 2. And we are back. We are so back. So we have the final minifigure sort of here. It's Charlie. He doesn't have an E on the end of his name, I guess. Yep. We have this guy. Yeah. It's kind of interesting to have this hairpiece in light blue, though. So that's cool. Then we have sort of the main sort of build. So we've got the main build, most of it. I like the double door piece here. I actually enjoy that it's a double doors. Kind of cool rather than having 4 wide and having 2 separate door things, having a bit in the middle. It actually has a double door. That's interesting and that's cool and that's good. I like it's airy. It's got good windows. It's got windows, decent windows, like a proper thing you should have. We've got sort of the counter section. So you've got in here, actually you can probably see it. No, I can't look at the drive-through. You've got the jukebox in place with a play function. It makes it go back and forth. I'd probably remove that, honestly, for display purpose. This is more of a display kind of thing. But it's cool. You can go backwards and forwards, kind of jaunty. Reminds me of the Lego games. The arcade machine is in there, but we've got some cans of pop. That's kind of cool. You do get an extra can top piece. So you could probably put one in the cooler. You can kind of see the sign in there. Yeah, you can kind of see the sign in there, which has like the menu. Although the menu's kind of weird because it just says bun, tomato, lettuce, cheese. So I guess it makes like a place that makes cheese sandwiches, which is weird. But you've got like things up here which imply more burgers and things like the traditional. There's burgers. There's like actual fountain drinks. So why we have cans and not fountain drinks, I don't know. I don't really get that, but it's fine. I mean, diners usually have both, right? You have like certain cans of drink that are certain weird brands, like A&W root beer or things like that, as well as the fountain drinks, the more common, the ones that you would like expect to have more commonly in a restaurant, like cola, like lemonade, soda, things like that, Tango or the equivalent, and then you've got things that are canned, that are a little bit more out there. Like, I don't know, Rubicon. And also brands that just don't do fountain versions of their drinks in general. It is cool to have these buns, like these sort of sandwiches, but I wish they had like a piece in the middle of them, like in a lime green piece, or maybe even like a salmon colored piece to imply like a fish sandwich or something. But that's fine. The till piece there is printed, actually. You can kind of see it through the window. It's a printed piece. There's the cat sign I was mentioning earlier, the lost cat. You got like a drive-through section, which again has a sandwich and a drink. I'd probably sort of look at that more like a chicken royale or whatever. The chicken legend, is it at McDonald's? Something along those lines, right? So I guess I could maybe use like long sandwich, but I need like a different filling for them or something. Maybe like lettuce, and like a tan piece to imply chicken or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm spitballing at this point. So this is a cool start. Yeah, this is a decent amount of sort of functionality. I do like how there's a corner thing here. My only gripe really is I'd like to have this sort of pennon all across the floor, where it's available to be put down. And These are dark blue pieces, not black, which is kind of a bit odd. Like, okay. But Salivate, it does look black from this angle, I guess. You can't really tell it's dark blue. So I guess it's fine. We'll move on to bag 3. And the build is done. So I've omitted the one sort of employee of the month sticker. Actually, didn't even realize where that actually goes, turns out. But we have, here we go. Ta-da! Whole build. This actually spins, by the way. Spin. Little drive-through sign. I might get a window for this actual drive-through piece. I feel like it should have come with a clear window. Or maybe even like 2 small, like, opening sideways windows that open like outward, probably inward actually, that open inward. Or perhaps some like buildable thing here for like a little bit of a half screen or something. I don't know. Who knows? I might replace this sticker with something that has a picture of a car on it instead. I might get rid of this actually, this sort of like road thing here, since I'd probably just have it connected to the base plates and just have the road, and make sure that it's sort of at the corner of a crossroads or something, the road goes past. Or build like, or I guess keep it and maybe make it wider to add to the drive-through bit, maybe add a car park behind, I don't know. But yeah, so most of this is just the jaunty roof, and this and the thing. I do like how this kind of like side thing goes all the way around. That's a really interesting way of building to the sides. These are cool. Again, choice of colors a little weird. I don't think I'd go with these exact colors, but I don't think I'm going to be able to find the right piece and the right colors to change this. The red and white's fine. I feel like these should also have been like red to like go with these colors. Rule of 3 is not applying here realistically. I mean, for the most part, it's rule of 3, but then you got like, you know, it should be really red, the turquoisey blue, and this. I get that kind of like diners probably don't obey rule of 3, but in terms of neon-y stuff, but this does not say neon to me. If it were more neon, I'd have this be sort of like these black, that sort of lime green or something, or maybe like a transparent blue, or transparent red, or transparent orange for neon stuff. But no, it's fine. I'm not complaining. I'm just giving honest criticisms. The shape of the sign is great. The spins is kind of jaunty and cool. I can imagine this slowly sort of spinning around like that. Kind of cool. Kind of a jaunty little thing. But again, I'd probably replace the actual sandwich with a burger piece of some description. I might take this whole like sandwich sign piece and put it for the cat cafe. Maybe the cat's eating the sandwich. I don't know. But this has been Lego Friends set number 41728. This is a 6 out of 10. I'm being overly harsh here because I like diners and I like sort of the American hot rod culture that kind of evolved around diners. What is holding this back by a lot is the color scheme. The color scheme of this is bad, I feel like. It doesn't really go by rule of 3. It's just the color scheme just does not work, I don't think. It is too pastel, even for Lego Friends. I feel like this should have been the one thing that bucked that whole pastel trend that the rest of the sets have, because it just doesn't work here. Things like the arcade set they did works. Hairdresser salons works. The diner does not work. It just does not work at all, in my opinion. Another thing that kind of holds it back slightly is no use of fountain drinks whatsoever, despite the fact there are fountain drinks there. No use of burgers, despite the fact there are burgers on the signage, etc., etc. Just little continuity errors that just don't make much sense to me. And again, everything else is fine, and there's some bits and pieces that impress me, particularly some parts that impress me, sort of like this piece that's holding this up. It's kind of a flat tile with a sticky outy 1x2, interesting new parts. Cool new parts. It's just, the use of color is a bit odd to me. It just doesn't sit right completely. Like, I would have this roof be gray. I'd have this roof be light or dark gray. It's because it's more logical, you know, it's just more logical, and then have sort of maybe the smaller, so use like the smaller rounded pieces, and then just have, you know, make neon or transparent colored bits for the edging. and just remove some of the colors that don't need to be here, like this like salmon pink. There's no need for salmon pink in this build. There's no need. There's too many colors. Anyway, that has been my review of this set. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you disagree. And I will see you guys in the next video. I might wind up doing like I'll check back at this. I mean, if I do a city view or something and I've changed this, I will probably go back to this and be like, hey, this is what I changed to make it better. Anyway, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.